Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Arrons Allotment. This is my first meaningful harvest of the beefsteak tomatoes. I've previously picked just the odd one or two, but now they're coming well into swing. And yeah, there's plenty on the plants itself, so I look forward to eating these. I've not grown these for a long time, so I look forward to having them in some salads and some teas. And yeah, I'm quite pleased with these actually. About the size of an apple, the biggest ones, and the small ones are about the size of a peach or a satsuma or something like that, so I'm really chuffed to bits with those. The plans for this week, folks, are I just want to get the second side of the allotment weeded up and squared up, ready for digging over for autumn, and I can leave the bed over winter nicely. I want to get some more winter veg and spring greens planted, and keep me in abundance through the cold months. And yeah, just generally harvesting and doing bits and pieces. And that's it really, so I shall leave it here for now, and I'll see you back down at the allotments. Right everyone, back down the plot now. I'm going to do this in two halves today because there's a reason for the second half, so I'll leave that till later. What I'm going to do now is, because I have forgotten what I did in the last video, I had a tour of what I've been harvesting and picking, and also things I've got planned for the week ahead. Right then, as always, we'll start in the greenhouse, and as you can see here, I've picked some potatoes and I'm just curing them in the sunshine in the greenhouse just to make the skins hard, ready for storing. They'll store better that way once they've had a bit of sun on them, because it'll toughen the skins. So, here we go. Peppers, absolutely flying along. They're doing tremendous. I've got loads of fruit on all of them. And I haven't staked them. As you can see, there's a couple what have gone wayward due to the sheer weight of the fruits. Aubergines, they're getting some flowers on now. And whether it's too late or not, I'm not so sure, because I've never grown them before. So I'm not sure what to expect. The carrots in the box are doing fantastic. It is show day next week, so I'll be bringing you a special edition. More to come later on. Yeah, tremendous. I've had a couple of cobwebs hanging from these tomatoes going in my face. Right, let's have a look. Just show you there. Brilliant. They're about 2 inches across, I think. Well, it was last time I counted I measured the top of the, which one was it now? I think it was on in the middle. But anyway, when I come to pull them for show day, I'll show you. Chilies, look at those there. Beauties, absolutely loads. They're doing great. Cucumber, he's throwing out a couple more now, so they'll do grand. It's watering day in the greenhouse today, so I shall get on with that soon. And the beefsteaks. Now, I showed you my harvest previously. Look at what I've got to come. I'm going to enter some of these in the show this year as well. I'm really chuffed with them. So hopefully they'll be giving me a couple of prizes. And Gardener's Delight. These ones were behind, but they're soon caught up now. Just need to pinch a couple of side shoots out, and then that's that. Right then, back out onto the garden. Right, so here we are with the sweet peas. They've done tremendous this year, and I'm still getting the odd buds and flowers to pick, but they're just about ready for throwing out some seed pods now, so we should be collecting them anytime soon for next year. Turnips, I've been picking those and making a couple of broths and stews, so they've not gone wasted at all. The kohlrabis are starting to hearten up now and get bigger. They're about golf ball size balls now, so I usually pick them when they're tennis ball size. And Romanesso there, that's doing grand. The blackberries, they've done tremendous. I've picked loads of pounds worth of weight off of those. The sprouts are doing alright now. I've took the clutch off for the red cabbages to spread out a bit. I will be entering a couple in the shows. That one looks a beauty, so that could be the one. Collies, they've all gone to seed if they haven't been picked, so they need to come out, as is the broccoli and the green netting mesh cage thingy. Moving along. Green beans, runner beans, there's absolutely stacks of those. Too many for me to pick. I've got, loads in the freezer. I can't give them away, that's all I can say. Beetroot and radish, again, it's doing great. I won't be able to get any more in now, so this will be the last pickings. Sweet corn, got the cobs on those. There's an average 2 per plant. And I'll just show you that. Where are we? Get out the sun, there you go. First yellow kernels of sweet corn. Beautiful. So I shall get in there and see which ones are the best, which ones are ripe, which ones I can take home for the freezer. Right then, just under here, onions, reds predominantly. They've been harvested, so they're drying out now, ready for storing. Moving around, curly kale, been picking that, so it's actually exploded with the wet weather we've had. Shallots drying out there. Moving along, that's a nursery bed which I planted some purple sprite and broccoli, cauliflower, snowball I believe, January king cabbage and savoys. All this area here, that is clear. Clear of onions, clear of weeds. And all you can see there is a few carrots. Well, they're doing grand. The celeriac and celery alongside the leeks are all doing great. I moved this green cloche thing over here because I planted some savoys in and some collies, and the pigeons were actually going on top of the metal cages and pecking through, so I've soon put a stop to that. Some more, I think what they are now. I think these are savoys as well. They're either savoys or January king cabbage, they're in there. I've harvested a couple of me parsnips, but unfortunately they're forked. I'm hoping it's just because it's a couple of ones at this end, so maybe as I get down the road they'll be okay. All that area now is getting cleared. There's only 2 rows of potatoes to dig up now. Previous 4's been dug up. Courgettes. I thought they'd stop for a couple of weeks, but they seem to have just sprung into life. Whether it's because we've had a lot of rain, but I've been watering them every 2 or 3 days, I don't know, but something's been stripping their leaves there. Right then, moving along, and what we got here? Pumpkin. There you go, one in there. I've not even bothered just to crop this back, I've just carried on and carried on. Just leaving it because I find that's the best way with them. There's no point. Right, under here is a bit of a surprise because I'm entering this in a show at the end of September, not the one next week. There isn't a class for pumpkin, unfortunately, but here we go, where are we? There's a beauty. Massive. There you go, that's the scale next to an house brick. So it's twice, 3 times as long. And probably the same again in circumference. So what I've done is I've kept that carpet over it to keep it growing, because if it gets any sunlight on it, it'll just ripen in the sun and stop growing. And finally, loganberries produced a fantastic crop this year. Been really chuffed with those. 3 plants. £9 was the record last year. I know for a fact I've smashed that, probably 2-fold. So that's how things stand at the moment, everyone. It's a gorgeous evening. We've had plenty of rain there in the last few days, so you know it had brought the weeds on a lot, so I had to get in and get me gloves on, the hoe out and the trowel and the fork and get the weeds up. What I'll do is all the bare areas I'll put the black tarpaulin visqueenie type plastic over for winter. Saves a hell of a job in spring weeding due to the size of the plot I do have. So that's it for now for the tour. So I'll get back to you soon and tell you what I'm going to be up to over this bank holiday weekend. Just before I tell you what I'm up to this weekend, these are the whites, and they've been drying out under that glass frame which I showed the red ones underneath. They've had about 3 weeks in there. I harvested them a lot earlier than the reds, so they're well hard and cured now. So yeah, they're just hanging off a beam up there. So that's that. This is the potato harvest of 2015. In the little bag at the back there is the last remaining Pentland Javelins, the first earlies. Those there are the seconds, that being Estimate, which is a sack full as you can see there. And so for the Kestrel, they're seconds as well. So I've had a great crop so far, potatoes. And what's more pleasing is I've hardly had any slug damage. I've only had to throw about a dozen away out of the 4 rows I've dug up so far. So 2 more rows to go, so fingers crossed it keeps that way. Right everyone, so it's Bank Holiday Friday today. The plans for the weekend are I'm away for Saturday into Sunday. I'm going to Saltburn by the Sea, which is just up from Whitby, so just having a bit of chill out time, me and the other half. On Monday and for the rest of the week I will just be mainly weeding and getting everything prepared for the show really. I'll probably harvest things Friday so it's nice and fresh. You know, scrub it all up and do what I need to do, present it for Saturday morning for the show Saturday afternoon. What I'll do, if I can dig them out, is I'll put up a bit of a slideshow or upload some photos of last year's show, and then I'll be also doing another video, which I said, second part of this one, later on, which will join on the back of this. So until now, thank you for watching, thanks for the subscribers, the new ones and the comments, and I shall get back with you shortly. Bye for now.